but I slowly feel it shifting at my core. Scars are fading, and the ghosts from the past don't haunt me anymore. The storm and rain washed away the pain that I endure. Just as the sun will rise each morning, just like the day returns to night without our sleep, I'm finally trusting in the knowing that time heals all things. Time heals all things. It's worth waiting for. Seasons changing, roads toward its love. Now I can feel the ground beneath me. I walk the path and it appears with steps I take. Maybe one day things will come easy. What if the struggle's placed with just to test my strength? 'Cause the pressure's on, I know a change is coming. It's getting late, please wrap your arms around me. Sure as the sun will rise each morning, sure as the day returns to night without our sleep, I'm finally trusting in the knowing that time heals all things. Time heals all things. It's worth waiting for. Seasons changing, time heals all things. Time heals all things, and I know that I felt some type of way before, but I slowly feel it shifting at my core. Scars are fading.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips in the balance of the favor of fair use. Furthermore, don't absorb the pain. It's so much easier to absorb the pain that you're having within that people don't even know that you're going through. People don't even know what you're going through. Absorbing the pain is absorbing emotional pain. It could be heartbreak, loss, trauma, distress, anguish, suffering that comes from non-physical sources and adverse experiences or situations. How can we turn this around? How can we turn this around? This unpleasant feeling, this suffering of a non-physical origin. This isn't good. Let me tell you something. You all are so far beyond this. You can do whatever you want to do. You don't have to be in places where you don't want to be with your people pleasing ass. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about absorbing, not absorbing that negativity or the pain. You have come so far, so far. You got to let yourself be silently drawn by the stronger pull of what you really love. You have to believe in your ability to change the world with the things that you do. There's going to be pain points along the way. There's going to be betrayals. There's going to be a whole lot of shit. You need to go back. And I'm saying you need to. I'm not offering shit. I'm telling you. You need to go back and listen to your Chiron retrograde reading for your sign. And go and listen to that again. 5 months of emotions. We just came through. Yesterday was the peak of the new moon in Leo. And we're still in the residual effects of that. The Lionsgate portal opened at the end of July. The peak is going to be August the 8th, where everything aligns. And Mercury just went retrograde today. You're going to tell me that none of this has nothing to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. So what can I do, Blended? What can I do? So here's the thing. Instead of staying in that position, change your lenses. And I tell you that physically, take off your glasses that you got to go get a new pair. Change your lens. What can be the benefit for you in negative situations? What is the benefit for you? When it comes to this pain that we're going through, we can always have the time to revisit and change it to something different. Negative situations, beloved, strengthen our soul power and wisdom, revealing life's secrets and helping us grow spiritually. That's what it can do. Negative situations make us more powerful. We are in an unpredictable world. Unpredictable. With many negative scenes playing out, different plays that come into our life and sometimes leave us disturbed or shaken. And for the most people, negative situations are very disturbing, and as soon as they come, they create negative and unnecessary thoughts. because we are not in control. We can't control the situation, but what we can do is control how we react. Let me tell you something. Negative situations are very disturbing. And as soon as they come, they become these unnecessary thoughts and leaving our own consciousness with very less power to handle situations effectively and positively. Beloveds, this type of negative perception confuses your mind and your intellect. And you don't understand how to resolve the situation because of lack of clarity in your own consciousness, not knowing who you are and whose you are, falling back into the fold of dysfunction. Oftentimes, situations are not as big as they may seem, but our incorrect thinking, full of fear and anxiety, makes them bigger. A very important aim of spirituality is to increase our soul power and the ability to face difficult situations with a peaceful and contented consciousness. The more patient we are in any negative situation, the more our soul power will increase. And it not only resolves the present situation faster, but it also prepares us for future situations so that we can face them more powerfully. These negative situations make us more experienced and wiser. That is another way of looking at a difficult situation, is that they will reveal to you secrets of the life we are in and makes us observe, do some introspection about ourselves, and even make us wiser as we use our mind and our intellect to cross the situation and learn many new things in the process. We carry experience of crossing every situation into the next situation, and then the one after that, and the one after that. Cue the melodrama. It's like watching a series on TV. And as we go across this, we still have to move forward in our life. Life, beloved, is full of surprises and changes, and we need experience at every step of the way, which not only will help you in your self-transformation, but it also help other people guide you as you in turn can guide them. And as we help out in different situations of our own lives, so we can recognize it and pull other people out when they're in the same throes of negative energy and pain, we can pull them out. Every experience that we go through every challenge we cross with positivity and faith in ourselves, the divine, and the world drama is a positive learning. And this learning process makes us very successful and full of wisdom, qualities, and powers at every step. Don't you fall and absorb that negative energy. If you are tuned in or tapped in, I need you to understand that negative situations settle karmic accounts and purify your soul. One of the most important aspects of difficult situations is the deep realization that they are a result of some negative action or actions that we have performed in this reincarnation or some previous lives. We need to realize that for the benefit of our soul and its protection, we need to be clear. We need to be clear that some of these past accounts, negative accounts, the karmic accounts, is just a part of the process. And as these negative accounts are constantly radiating and going through the process, negative energy to the environment, to other souls, they attract negativity from both of them. And then what happens? It in turn reaches us. And then what it does is it harms our soul in many different ways. When there is a negative situation in your life, look inwards and bring about deep self transformation and also finish our ego. We can emerge with different qualities that are inside of us, which we need at that point of time. We also need to connect to the divine and take strength from him and go closer to goodness. Doing all of this will settle your negative karmic accounts. And it will clear out all of that different negative karma that's related to these negative actions of the things that happened in our past. But what it's doing for us now is just showing us that we can still move forward and purify our soul and make us free from the effects of the negative situation. You ain't got to sit in it. You can rise above it. Do not react. Do not react. At the end of the day, beloved, this too shall pass. Negative situations will open up new paths of success for you. When there is a negative situation that seems very difficult to overcome, we often move from our fixed type of thinking and our present lifestyles and the ways of working and bring about changes in all. This transformation often takes you on new paths, and you will overcome challenges with these new methods and thinking in your life. It is good to deeply realize that these paths open up only because of the negative situation. They would not have opened if the negative situation did not exist, as you would not have thought of the bringing of the change in the case. You would have let it ride. I think one of my downfalls is that I have a great amount of faith when it comes to people, faith and hope. But see, the key to that is I instead of the divine. Because I am looking for a resolution to see other people change the way I think that they should change. But then I realize that sometimes you just need to take off the cape and turn off the bat signal. Just say what you got to say and keep it pushing. You don't have to sit in that negativity. But that negativity is going to learn you. And if it's painful now, where I'm telling you, don't absorb that pain from somebody else. What do you think is going to happen? This is a benefit because you had to go through it in order to get to where you are now, to make you stronger, to have soul power of transformation. And sometimes you needed this to happen in order for you to have a new path that can stay with you for the rest of your life. Because what did you just do? Lesson learned. You are going to be helped by the divine, by your spiritual counsel in all things. Don't waver now. Don't waver now. The divine is moving and shifting things in your life. Don't waver. Don't absorb the pain. Don't absorb the pain. Don't do it. Here, in essence, is what I'm trying to get to understand. Is that we are always taught never to give pain or sadness to anyone. We are taught that. We are conditioned that way. This is wrong karma. So we are careful in the way we move and how we interact with people. But what is also important for you to master is not to take pain or sadness from others. Absorbing people's pain is as equally damaging as giving it. You live a righteous life. You do the right thing. Majority of the time. Let's keep it a buck. You have never intentionally given pain to people. But have you taken pain from people without even knowing it? Did you pick up their backpack of rocks and throw them over your shoulder? Which means, do you go into pain seeing someone sad? Or do you feel uncomfortable when someone behaves in ways that you don't approve of? It's important not to inflict pain on anyone. But equally important is that we should not consume anybody else's pain. People around us are in emotional pain. They are insecure, they are jealous, they are angry, and they're scared. And since they have not healed their pain, they will radiate those energies to you with their behavior. They are unwell and not intentionally harming you. And if you create hurt, seeing them hurt, you consume the pain. If you question and resist their behavior, you again consume pain. Your responsibility is to detach emotionally and remain stable and understand them. It's a lesson. Y'all don't see the lesson. Let me keep going. You have to allow yourself to radiate acceptance and support for them. I don't want you to get it twisted. When I say that, I mean for you to understand their pain, not absorb it. Understand it. Everybody has different machinations. There's always a backstory. You're not seeing the real person in face value because you don't know them, man. You don't know them. Your responsibility is to remain detached. You can step into the realm of being a strong caregiver to people who are in pain instead of catching their emotional infection. I said it. Remind yourself every day that you are a happy being. Remain calm and at ease in every scene every day. Do not have expectations from anyone. And do not seek happiness, but be a radiator of happiness. Become unfazed. Detach. Let your every word in your behavior be a blessing for people. Each person is playing their role based on their nature. Some people are in pain because of past emotional wounds. Someone could be unwell. Someone else can have issues in their relationships and somebody else can have problems at work. Backstories. They are all in pain. And their behaviors will reflect their pain. Beloved, witness their actions as a detached observer. Do not absorb their pain and their hurt so you can bring that onto yourself. And do not question it. Do not give them pain or take their pain. Understand their thought process, their perspective, their pain. The ideal here is to understand them, whether you choose to accept them or not. But you, beloved, need to stay stable and remain happy in your world. And as your vibration of happiness will continue to flow, like I told you, how that vibration goes out like a circle and it starts hitting people. It'll hit different. It's levels to that shit. Maybe perhaps one time when they catch the wave, your frequency wave, you never know if your energy will heal them. By not getting sucked into people's emotions, your stability becomes their healing. I want to thank you for stopping by Blended Healing. I had to get that all out. There's so much shit going on in people's lives. Like I said, go back and listen to your Chiron retrograde reading. You'll find it here on this YouTube channel. And listen to that. Stay low. Don't get into the melodrama like you being written into a scene. You feel me? You feel me? It's not worth it. That takes on a whole nother level of energy vampirism. You create your own reality, and all the players are in it. And when you're ready to get out of the sandbox, dust yourself off, dump your shoes with that sand, and move forward and don't look back. In the beginning of this, I was losing my faith in people. And people have learned me. I have a lot of experience. But I control me. And the thing that I can tell you, you have to let yourself be silently drawn by the stronger pull of what you really love. Because if it wasn't for that, I'd be throwing the middle fingers up in the air and be out. But I know what my position is, and I take it seriously. So with that being said, be well, stay safe, ashe, and deep bow. And I'm going to play this song again for you on the way out. Listen to the words. Feel the vibration of the music. Allow it in to start healing your heart. I shall see you all very, very soon.